Hey guys, welcome back to Rock Fabulous 40s. Yes, I look crazy. I have one eye that's done and one eye that's not done, and that's because I'm going to do a review demo on a palette that I've been testing out. I've had this palette for a little while. I mean, I hauled it, I don't know, maybe a month or 2 months ago, something like that. And I've been using it and I love this palette. Just spoiler alert. The palette I am talking about today is the Lorac Unzipped Desert Sunset, this guy right here. And I love the Lorac Pro palettes, which is why I really wanted to give this one a go. I have not tried any of the other unzipped palettes, like the original or the unzipped gold. I haven't tried any of those, but this is my first experience with the unzipped palettes. Now they do have 3 variations of these. They've got the Desert Sunset, which is the one that I have. They have one that's called Mountain View, I think, and then they have one that's called Ocean, I don't remember, it's Ocean something, but I'll leave it down below. These, when I was on Lorac's website earlier today, all 3 of the palettes show out of stock. I am hoping they're not discontinuing them because they're really good. But I picked mine up at Kohl's. There are still a lot available at Kohl's in-store and online, and Ulta is still carrying this one in-store and online as well. So I'm hoping they're not discontinuing them, but they are still available and you can still get them. Alright, packaging. Check this out. It folds little piece by piece and pops open. Isn't that cool? So it's a magnetic cardboard packaging, and let's take a look at the product on the inside. Now there is 10 shades in here. The pans are bigger than the Lorac Pro pans, but they are the same size as the other unzipped palettes, the original and the gold. And this retails for $42, I believe. And these shades are beautiful. This is the one that really called to me the most. Let me go ahead and swatch some of these. So this is Mirage. You guys can't really see. This is Mirage. Then we have Sandstorm. Then we have Cirrus. Then we have Joshua Tree. And then we have Meditation, which is this purple guy. These are beautiful. Let me see if I can swatch them kind of sort of neatly on the back of my hand here. Okay, so this is the top row. Now these are like I said, 10 pans, and they are a nice mix of mattes and shimmers. So let's go to the second row. On the second row we have let me get it in view here. On the second row we have Sunrise. We've got Shadow, we've got Illusion, we've got Sunset, and we've got Dunes. Look at those. Those are beautiful. This one at the bottom here, this one is one of my favorites. Okay, so those are the shades swatched. And I am wearing it on the one eye today, and I'm just going to demo applying on the other eye. Now these are pretty soft. They're not quite as soft as the Lorac Pro, but they are soft. They do have a little bit of fallout. Alright, so my eyes are primed, and I do have a translucent powder over the top of my primer to set it. And I'm going to start with the big fluffy brush here. This guy right here. This is, who is this? This is a Moda Pro crease brush, but it's a little fat to be a crease brush. It's more of a fluffy. So I'm going to go into Dunes, which is this matte right here. And it's kind of a really warm, almost skin colored for me. So I'm going to take a second little brush here, and what I like to do is I'm going to just kind of hold it right here. I don't like putting tape on my face because it really pulls at my face. So I do this, and then I'm going to put this just right in the crease and also right above. I'm going to use it as a transition shade. And by putting this other brush here across my eye, it keeps the shadow from drifting below the corner of my eye and making my eye look droopy. I know I'm looking down, my mirror is down here, so that's why I'm looking down, guys. Now, one of the things I have learned over the years when applying shadows, especially with crease colors and transition shades, I've noticed that a lot of people, they do like this and then they apply. With me, it just kind of messes up everything because then I get a weird triangle up here at the top. So I try to keep my eyebrow as relaxed as possible when I apply. I'm going to take an actual crease brush here and I'm going to go into Meditation. This purple guy right there. And you notice I'm just touching. Look at that. That's all. That's all the color I'm putting on my brush. So it's just kind of a dab, dab, dab. And I might dip back in here in a second. But again, putting this here and going lower into the crease. And I'm using a very, very light hand to do this. Okay, I'm going to pick up just a little bit more. I notice with these Lorac shadows, it's a lot easier to pick up just a little bit and add as you need it than it is to pick up a whole bunch at once. Because when you pick up a whole bunch at once, it really slaps down the color. So I find it just much easier to build very slowly with these. My Sonia Kashuk small eyeshadow brush here, and I'm going to go into the lighter red color, which is called Sunrise, this guy right here. And I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to put him on the outer third of my eye here, just like this. Okay, then I'm going to take my Morphe M433 brush. It's kind of a little fluffy brush. You can see the red on it here because I used it on the other eye. I'm going to go into this one called Sunset, which is the darker red. And I'm just going to kind of dab into it. And I'm going to start on the outer corner here and just kind of tap, tap, tap. And with this one, again, you want to start minimal and then work your way up. Okay, so now that I got some color placed, I'm going to flip the brush over and I'm going to pull it up into the crease here. I don't really want to go above the crease. I want to keep it right in the crease. Okay, now that I have the red down, I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk my Sonia Kashuk small eyeshadow brush again. I've already cleaned it off. I'm going to put it into Joshua Tree right here, which is this dark brown. And I'm just, again, going to dip it. That's it. Just a dip, just a pat, pat, pat. I'm going to take off the excess and I'm going to put it right here into the outer corner. I'm not taking that in too far because I don't want it to cover up the red. Okay, my red has diminished just a little bit, so I'm going to go back into Sunset and get that on that outer third again. Alright, so now I'm just going to take a clean brush and just go along the edges here. And this time I am raising the eyebrows. Might even take it down along underneath my eye as well. I'm going to end up putting Joshua Tree down there actually. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to take the purple, which is this guy right here, this guy right here, and I'm going to go back into the crease again because it looks like some of the purple has diminished. So I'm just going to reiterate it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull some Joshua Tree, which is that dark brown, right there, down underneath the eyelashes, the lower lash line here. I'm not taking it all the way into the inner corner, I'm keeping it on the outer half. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk small shadow brush again. I've cleaned it off, and I'm going into Mirage, this guy right there. So I'm going to take Mirage, and I'm going to put it on the inner part of the lid here, and I'm just going to have it overlap that pink just a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to take some of that purple, the Meditation color, that guy right there, on a tapered brush. I've been using this brush a lot, so a little bit of purple there. And I'm going to take it right underneath on the inner part of the lower lash line. Okay, so then what I did, that's pretty much the shadow look. So then what I did was I tightlined with my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil and Alkaline. This is the one that actually came with that Naked Heat collection, and it's a very, very gorgeous kind of purpley red color, and I think it goes very, very well with the look I've got going on today. So I'm going to tightline with this guy, and hopefully I don't cover my face up, but I have to have a little mirror here to do this. And please don't stab myself in the eyeball. And for those of you who are unaware what tightlining is, it's not just getting that waterline up there, it's actually getting the liner in between the actual lashes, because it makes your eye look more defined without having to put eyeliner on the upper lash line up there on the lid. And I don't like doing that so much because it covers up the eyeshadow look that you've worked really, really hard to put up there. Plus the fact that when you're a little older, it's very difficult to put eyeliner up there, because as we get older our lids get crepey and eyeliner tends to skip across the lids, and it's just not cute. Occasionally I might do a liquid liner up there, just on occasion, but for the most part anymore I just kind of tightline and just leave it as such. Okay, I am going to go lower lash line with this as well. I make funny faces when I do this. Okay, once I have done that, then I go back to my palette and I take Sunset, this red guy right here, on an eyeliner brush, dip it in, and set that alkaline eyeliner that I put in my waterline. This really, in my opinion, helps with the longevity of eyeliners I put down here. Now, once I've got the tight lining and the red shadow on the lower lash line, then what I do is I take just a small little brush here and I'm going to go into Cirrus, this guy right here, because this is where I'm going to do my highlighting. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my inner corner. Right underneath the brow bone. Not very much and not all the way in, just right under the highest part and the tail. Sorry guys, I have the sniffles. Alright, then it's mascara time. So I'm going to go in with a couple of coats of my Smashbox X-Rated mascara, which is one of my favorites. I have not been, gosh, allergies are bad, sniffly. I have not been reaching for false lashes lately either. I'll have to do a video later on and tell you guys what I've been doing, because my lashes here lately are just looking so good. At least I think they are. Because what I've been doing lately has really been getting them to grow, and it's just been amazing. Okay, while I'm waiting for that to set up a little bit before I go in with the second coat, I'm going to take my Clinique bottom lash here. I love this for my bottom lashes. Yes, it's teeny tiny, and yes, it's small, but it doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, and it lasts all day. Okay guys, so this is the finished look, and I am loving this palette. I can get several different looks out of this palette. And you guys probably noticed as I was applying the shadows, it didn't do the skip thing that I talk about when I review other palettes. So I have learned with this palette, if I do just a really, really light hand in the crease, it doesn't do that skippy thing, which is wonderful. So I am really enjoying this palette. Now, if any of you guys know if this palette is discontinued, leave a comment down below and tell me. I don't think it's discontinued. I'm hoping it's just sold out. I think because you can still get it on Ulta and you can still get it in store and online at Kohl's, I'm hoping that it's not discontinued. But like I said, if any of you guys know, leave a comment below. But for now, you can still get this. Alright guys, I hope you guys found this video informative, entertaining, something. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Also guys, you can look me up on Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, all under Rock Fabulous 40s. And guys, if you want to be notified of videos that I have uploaded, go ahead and hit the bell down there as well. Also down there is a subscribe button. Hit that and you too can rock your fabulous 40s. And I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.